Hey Sagittarius, how are you? Welcome back to the Spiritual Parlour. It is Kay here to do your astrology and your tarot reading for the month of April. So, in terms of astrology for you guys, for the Sagittarius sun sign, there's not too much going on in terms of planet transits. The only update I've got for you is that your ruling planet, Jupiter, who has been under your influence, under Sagittarius, since around maybe October, November 2018, towards the end of last year, he is about to turn retrograde on about the 10th or 11th, depending on where you are in the world. But you know, with Jupiter in retrograde, it's not necessarily for me as an astrologer a bad thing, or well, actually, no planets in retrograde is a bad thing, but it's not a cause for major concern. And the reason why I say that is because your ruling planet is such a supportive planet. He expands with luck and fortune wherever he touches, you know, and whatever kind of aspect he has to other planets, he will expand that. Even if he has an aspect to Uranus or Saturn, planets that are about change or lesson learning or challenge, then, you know, for sure Jupiter will expand that. If he has an aspect with something like Venus, which is about love, beauty, money, connection, then of course he will expand that as well. I actually love Jupiter's energy as a planet. He's one of the most kindest that we have. Now that said, Jupiter is gonna, when I pulled the chart this morning, this is from an Earth's perspective, okay? This is from where we are on Earth. So he's gonna retrograde in the first house of life, which is, you know, the house of you, everything you are, you know, how we think, what we want, our appearance. It's all about us. Now this will be different for everybody. It really depends on where Sagittarius rules in everybody's birth chart. So the best thing to do is check the edge of your birth chart, check where you see Sagittarius, and that is the house of life that, you know, he will be going back in. And Jupiter, you know, moving back through that house of life could bring some fortune or good luck around something that you need to go back to. So I've just got my fingers crossed that for the rest of 2019, Jupiter has really good aspects with other planets and brings us all some luck and some abundance. So that's the only astrology update I've got for you, Sag. Let's see what's going on, what energies are surrounding you, what messages I need to channel for you from the tarot for April. Okay, Spirit, I want to tap into the energy of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. If there is a message for anybody under the star sign, and we've got the Nine of Swords just split. So, and what's so funny is I was shuffling and the first card that fell, but I didn't pick it up because I was just still calling in your energy, was actually the Three of Swords, which is disappointment. This card that has split is stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, maybe even like nightmares, just really feeling uneasy. So we'll see if that comes out in your main spread and what that means. Okay, what does Sagittarius need to know? If there's a message, please let me see it. Conflict. Okay, my drama king. Although he's a knight, this is the Knight of Swords, and for me, he always can resonate with conflict because that's what he brings. This is the suit that represents our communication, how we think, our challenges in life, the sword suit. Also representation for all of the air signs, Aquarius, Gemini or Libra. Taking the astrology away from it, he can bring drama or conflict in our lives, sadly. But the good thing about the Knight of Swords is, although this can sometimes indicate a little bit of conflict or, you know, not being sure about something, it passes very quickly because he's a very quick moving knight. So we'll see how that resonates. What's the message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising? Okay, now we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So this is slow moving energy, building, stability, earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus. Almost forgot there. But this is slow moving energy of building and certainly planning and being very, very prepared. Okay, what's the message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising? What's the message? Alright, so first and second card will be your issue, third card will be the recent past, fourth card will be the present, fifth and sixth card will be your advice and guidance. Alright, that's nice and shuffled. Let's get your main message out. Feel really pulled here, Sag. So we're going to read from this deck. And your bottom of the deck energy is, oh, love it, transformation. The Death card. So many people get a bit freaked out sometimes when they see this card. I personally don't. It's one of my most favourite in the deck. It is about something falling away which no longer serves you and bringing something new in. It is death, it is transformation, it is renewal. It's the card for Scorpio as well. Taking away the astrology from it with the Death card energy is exactly that. You've got the Grim Reaper, people on the floor obviously dying. He's holding his hand out to one person as if to say, come on, take the change, don't resist it, come with me, something has to change. And in the background, on most decks, we always see the sun setting, okay, or the sun rising, I should say, to indicate something new coming in. So that's the underlying energy. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Oh, looks like this could be a matter of the heart. Okay, Five of Pentacles, King of Cups. Second chances in the recent past with Judgment. Restriction in the present. Sadness. Five of Cups and adventure, new beginnings with the the Page of Wands. Okay, Sag. I don't even have to look at this for very long to pick up this message. What I'm feeling here is definitely a sense of renewal, maybe even a Sagittarius sun sign out there, or moon or ascendant, whoever the message is for, who has experienced or is currently still experiencing some kind of emotional disappointment. It feels like something's disappointed you, or something has not been enough for you, or maybe let you down, or maybe left you out in the cold. However it resonates for you, Sagittarius, person, place or thing, whatever it is, it certainly feels like there's some kind of loss that's been centering around you from an emotional point of view. Now the King of Cups is exactly that. It's our emotions, it's how we feel. The King of Cups energy is quite a mature energy. So I am feeling as though through this loss or this disappointment that you may have experienced, that there could have been some kind of emotional growth for some of you. You've come out of the other side of it, or you're going through it now still, with a sense of, you know what, this is what I've learned from that situation, this is what I need to do differently, or this is what's happened and it's not going to happen again, or so forth. But it certainly feels like some of you are dealing with some kind of emotional discomfort. Now this emotional discomfort, it feels to me as though it could possibly have been something you gave a second chance to, or it wasn't something brand new to you, because you've got the Judgment card here in the recent past, and the energy of Judgment is all about second chances. Yes, you know, you've got the angel resurrecting people from the dead. It's also about evaluation and learning. So where I was picking up here with the King of Cups, some kind of emotional growth, it feels as though for some of you, you could have really looked at this situation in the recent past and learnt from it. For others of you, it looks as though this could be a situation, person, place or thing, or certainly a matter that you have dealt with before. Someone you've dealt with before, something you've dealt with before, some kind of second chance, or, you know, familiarity, if I can get the word out, is what I'm feeling with the energy of Judgment, and it's here in the recent past, you know. But moving forward, I feel as though with this loss or disappointment that you may have felt, what I'm seeing here moving forward is that there is going to be something new opening up. There is going to be some kind of new adventure, definitely for you. And this is your energy here with the Page of Wands. You know, the Wands suit represents all the fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries and Leo. But before you get there, before that future energy comes in, it feels at the moment as if you're still kind of restricted around this loss. And obviously this is the present here now, and this is the past. It feels as though you're still kind of focused on this, and I feel that a lot because the Five of Cups is here with the sadness as well, and your advice and your guidance position. So I'm going to say to you, Sagittarius, because I'm being very, very pushed to say you need to let go of the restriction. Whatever it was that held you back, situation, person, place or thing, however it resonates for you, they're urging you here to let go of that loss in the present and stop being bound by that loss or that disappointment or whatever this Five of Pentacles represents for you. With the Eight of Swords, again, that sword suit that I've kind of explained to you at the beginning, it is about our challenges. It is about how we experience them and go through them in life. 8 is the number of like infinity. It doesn't start, it doesn't stop, it just goes round and round. It's the number of action and movement as well. But in the 8 of Swords, this particular suit, it's like the restriction. So that movement and that infinity is not happening. But I always feel with this card, sometimes when we're in this kind of restricted situation, if we just took the blindfold off, saw things for what they really are, or maybe, you know, try to unrestrict ourselves with our hands, you know, sort of bound behind our back, we can find our way out of the situation. And so in the present, whatever's holding you back should be what you should be moving forward from. This sense of restriction that I'm feeling around this loss is what's going to be key to this new adventure. With the Five of Cups here, directly sat underneath the King of Cups, so that emotions, you know, the emotional maturity, but at the same time the disappointment. The Five of Cups, if you can hopefully see the cards well, because they do have gold on them and they do reflect the light, but hopefully you can see it well. You know, there's a man standing here and he's got 2 cups behind him, 3 cups in front of him, and 3 cups in front of him are what he is focused on. You know, it's still being focused on the disappointment rather than remembering that, you know what, you've still got 2 cups to go, or you've still got something to be thankful for. So you need to let go of this restriction, this emotional restriction, whatever it is that is keeping you back, because your underlying energy is transformation, renewal, you know, letting go of what no longer serves you and bringing in something new. And you're never going to be able to do that if you're still stuck on this energy. But overall, you know, there's light at the end of the tunnel with your energy here. The Page of Wands is like, for me, the adventurer. You know, he sets out just like you of the zodiac, and Sagittarius is known to be the adventurer. You are the 9th house ruler, which is the house of like higher learning, broadening your horizons, culture, all things foreign basically, and business. So essentially travel and journeys. This is what the Page of Wands is kind of about for me. It's about that sense of journey, that new adventure, and pages are often things that come to us, small offerings. They're like kind of like a vibration of the aces. You know, the aces are like the divine opportunities and the biggest gifts that we get from the universe, and for me the pages are kind of like the little things that come our way. So feel as though something is going to open up for you, a new sense of adventure, whatever this is that you have been maybe stuck or focused on. Let's do some clarification. Let's see what's coming in. Okay, what's the message for Sagittarius? Oh, okay, so we've got 2 fallout here. Right, so we've got the 7 of Swords and we've got the King of Swords. Straight away, this feels to me like, especially with the 7 of Swords, that this situation kind of involves possibly some kind of dishonesty, or someone doing something without being caught, or without being seen, or behind someone's back. You've got a lot of Swords energy here, so you could even be dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Libra, or someone who has air sign qualities. Or this could resonate the other way around as well. There could be an air sign who has been a bit disappointed over you, who's dealt with you for the second time and who feels quite restricted over you, however it resonates. But it does feel as though there was some kind of dishonesty, and whatever that dishonesty was, or whatever the situation, person, place or thing was trying to do without being seen, it looks as though there's going to be, or there has been, a fair outcome with the King of Swords, because he upholds sort of like justice, judgment, law and order. You know, normally when he crops up for me, it's about decision making as well, and he can indicate when he's in an upright position, not the other way round. For me, a lot of the time that a decision has been made that is for the best. So whatever's coming in, if you have been dealing with someone or a situation, person, place or thing that has been a little bit dishonest, or maybe this was you. Whatever decision or outcome has been made or will be made around that situation, person, place or thing, it feels very much like it will be a decision that will be quite justifiable, you know, a decision that will be for the greater good or for your highest good, as your clarifying message here. But it definitely feels as though there was some kind of misunderstanding or miscommunication, some kind of dishonesty is coming to me, especially with all the swords energy. You know, it's the suit of thoughts, communication, text messages, emails, you know, it's communication. So it could even be for some of you that you've had a disagreement or an argument with someone and you've fallen out over something, and you've lost that person or that person's lost you, and that's what this sense of loss or poverty is. And for some of you, it's been quite emotionally difficult to deal with, and this person could really mean something to you, or you've had a second chance with them and it didn't go well. For others of you, what I'm feeling here as well is the evaluation and the learning from this situation with this person. But the decision that is being made or has been made or that you will make, hopefully, depending on when you watch this video and if the message is for you, looks like it will put an end to that dishonesty. And similarly, what's coming to me now, what they're just putting to me is, if you have been dishonest, then it's time to kind of be honest with the situation, person, place or thing, with this King of Swords here, because he is about fairness, order, justice, law, you know, what's for the best, really. He's like a judge, you could say, a judge. So there's definitely an issue around openness, communication, honesty, and clarifying your Page of Wands here with the new adventure, the new journey, the new beginning, what's coming in, a sense of adventure for you in your energy. It feels like it's centered around this dishonesty, or around this miscommunication, or around this decision that is yet to be made or has been made about this situation. Should open and clear a new path for you with the adventurer, you know, the new journey coming in. So I do hope, whoever this is for, that the month goes smoothly for you, is what's been put for me. I don't know why I'm getting the word smoothly. Feels like someone maybe has had a rough time, especially emotionally, with the disappointment here that I'm seeing, that I'm feeling, and the restrictions. But it is time to kind of let it go in order to allow the clarity and the closure to come in. Because this is another thing that the King of Swords bring. It's like clarity, closure, victory. You know, it's a very, very stern energy as well. So to allow that to come in, and to allow this new path to open with this new adventure from whatever this situation, person, place or thing is here, this needs to be let go of. That's possibly been holding you back. Let's pull you a fortune card. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull a Romance Angels card. This doesn't feel to me too much. I'm not getting a sense of romance, but for some of you this could be a relationship. But it's certainly a situation that involves someone else, that has been a disappointment, or you've been a disappointment to someone else. But it's certainly something where emotions have been running quite high, and something's holding you back emotionally. So I'm going to pull a Romance Angel card just for someone who might need this message from the Romance Angels. Let's see what they've got to say, and then we'll do a fortune card. Okay. What's the message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising? Okay, so you've got one card here. Give your relationship a chance, has what's come out for you. Work on your partnership. So if that message is for you, then you will know it. But the message has come out from the Romance deck to give your relationship a chance to work on your partnership. Now, I was feeling that second chance energy here in the recent past. Like something, someone or a situation, or it's familiar to you, like you've been here before with this person, situation, place or thing, for some of you. So the message could be that, you know, you need to give it a chance and really work on it. But there is something that needs to be let go of, some kind of restriction, and definitely honesty is playing a major part in this. So if this is a love reading for you, Sagittarius, if it resonates to you that way, for some particular Sagittariuses, there's some food for thought on your relationship. For others of you, it could just be another situation, person, place, or thing. We'll see. To keep the message general. Okay, let's see. What's the fortune message for Sagittarius, Spirit? Okay, that looks like it wants to come out. Beautiful. You got beautiful and new beginnings on the bottom of the deck. Love it. So beautiful. Sums it up really, doesn't it? What else can I say, Sagittarius? Beautiful. Feels as though this could really be beautiful. This could be something that works. But there is work to do. There is something to let go of, for sure, in the present here. And it could turn out to be something quite beautiful. But I must stress this honesty that's come up here in this doing things without being seen, you know, or not being 100% honest. That's come out, you know, is a future energy, is a main thing which I really, really feel you do need to focus on with this situation, person, place, or thing, however it resonates for you. But I do wish you the best of luck, Sagittarius, with this. If this message is for you, I hope you have a wonderful April. I hope that your ruling planet in retrograde has some positive aspects for all of us with other planets, so that we can keep benefiting from Jupiter's lovely energy that he normally brings. And he is in the first house, as I said, generally. So that is all about us, you know, bringing fortune, good luck, and expansion to us. Check your birth chart, or have it checked to see exactly where he is, because Jupiter is very, very slow, and he won't change signs again until about the very beginning of December this year. He takes about a good year or so to get through a sign, so he'll move through Sagittarius and move into the next sun sign. So while he's in Sagittarius, let's just all enjoy it, because it's the best place ever for him. It is the best place. He rules Sagittarius, so it is the best place for him to be. And lots of love and light. Thank you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. Thank you if you've left me a positive comment on the Spiritual Parlour store. Thank you if you've been to the store, had a reading, bought a candle, or whatever interaction I've had with you. It's all been great. Have a wonderful month of April, and I will see you in May. And good luck with the situation. Take care, Sag.